Rogue Logic. This is the way.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Rogue Logic. Sorry about the... just give me a second. All right, it's hard to compose myself, but I'm trying to stay strong.
Try to hang in there.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for being there. All right, I'm gonna try to pull it together, and I'm telling my audience now, please brace yourself, and if you're driving, pull over, and stay safe. If you're standing up, please sit down, because this news can be...
It's rough, I know.
Yep. It can be rough. Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News. Yeah. A blow to journalism and truth has been struck, and it's just the indignity, the outrage that we should all have if we can get through without the feelings. At any rate, I'm gonna try to report this as best I can. I'm gonna try to put the article up here. I'm a little bit scatterbrained from this, but where am I here? You've got to bear with me, folks. This is really rough. I'm at Spectrum, New York News 1, and here are the facts that you need to know. Fox News Media announced today, Monday, that it and Tucker agreed to part ways. With Tucker being a voice of reason and logic for over a decade. Let's see. I will say this, after losing the great Bill O'Reilly, pervert, over his various lawsuits of sexual misconduct, Tucker Carlson was the most popular primetime host that Fox had for over a decade. And this comes days after the $787 million defamation suit was settled out of court by Dominion and Fox. And let's see. Actually, on a side note, which I haven't looked into so far, Don Lemon, it seems, is also announced that he will be parting ways with CNN. Now, actually, I'm gonna stop with my theatrics now. But the thing about Don Lemon is that I have not looked into this part of it yet, so I don't want to make any comments. But I'm gonna just give my opinion before I check into that story. And with that one, with CNN being bought out by I'm gonna have to pause here. All right, sorry for the short break. What I wanted to do was look up his name, because I did forget it. Chris Leaked. I'm not sure how he actually pronounces that. CNN's newly appointed CEO. Now, one of my guesses with Don Lemon was perhaps that because CNN has become kind of more centrist, which the new CEO pretty much denies that that's what he wants to do with the company, but it does seem that way. As you all know, I do not watch CNN per se for my news. I do reference it as I do Fox News or any other news organization that's corporate owned. So I don't use it for news, but I have, with my commentary and with any research I've done recently, there's been a lot of occasions now where I have at least observed that CNN has taken a very mainstream approach to some very right-wing topics and just normalize some things that really didn't need to be. Now, whether that has anything to do with Don Lemon leaving, I don't know, so it's best I don't comment on that and get anything inaccurate. I would just like to hope that maybe he decided to leave because he's probably thinking, hey, I can't do this with a clear conscience, but who knows? I don't know. But back to Tucker. Well, I basically have to say that I would be naive to think that it was simply they needed to find somebody to take the fall, and him being the most outspoken one, the one who was so brazenly, just doesn't care about saying anything that he comes up with and his staff comes up with, and lying about anything and everything, and just keep perpetuating things that are completely false. I cannot imagine that he does not have some plan to go forward. Now, first of all, he himself is worth quite a bit of money. He certainly isn't going to suffer from this in any manner. He could do a number of things. I mean, I shudder to think that he would go into politics.
Nightmare scenario.
No, that would be
Another clown at the wheel.
yeah. That would be like another. No, let's not even go down that road. But he could, and I think he would get support from the far right MAGA crowd. And other than that, he can go to Newsmax. He could basically pick and choose where he'd want to go. And who knows? I mean, you're talking about someone who is completely self-serving. So it would not surprise me if that he would do something much like Candace Owens. Now, Candace Owens started out as a very, very hardcore liberal, and she just basically saw that the way to go for her riches was to go into conservative media. So who knows? Maybe Tucker will become some voice of the far left. I don't think so, but it's basically, I think any possibility is out there for him. I wish that we lived in a world where, that made sense. There was some sanity here where, okay, this man has been exposed as a complete liar. You cannot trust anything he says. He perpetuated known lies in order to, fill his own pockets with money and provide Fox News a platform where they can say anything and everything they want. And you would think that would be someone, wow, you are no longer allowed in journalism, or not allowed, but at least blacklisted from ever being able to have your voice mean anything other than a joke. But I don't think that's the world we live in anymore. I think the world we live in, unfortunately, is, make up what your truth is for you. On that subject, I briefly watched, I will make sure that I give credit for it. I think, I don't know if someone sent me the link or I watched it late last night. But the controversy surrounding the Cleopatra either movie or series that I guess Jada Pinkett Smith is promoting or directing or producing. And yes, actually it was a YouTube commentator, and that's where I saw it. I will find that in my history and put that down below. But I guess she's actually being sued by the government of Egypt, or whatever body that they have over there that would do maybe cultural affairs, because, I guess she, in one hand, wants to be very, in her own words, authentic to history and make things as much documentary style as possible, but in the casting has decided to change Cleopatra's race and whatnot. So that's again, it's just another example of we're living in a time when the truth is whatever you wish it to be. It's whatever you like at the time. It's whatever you feel makes you feel comfortable. And it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, everybody. I mean, I just, I find it very frustrating. So let me pause right there. All right, so I wanted to make sure that I had this correct as far as the other news that Don Lemon has been fired / left CNN. And let me just see what we have here so I don't misrepresent this. All right. Okay, this is coming from the New York Post. This is going to be more from Don Lemon's point of view. I was informed this morning by my agent that I have been terminated by CNN. I am stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have the decency to tell me directly. Let's see. He also went on to say, at no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I loved at the network. It is clear there are some larger issues at play. So that's his take on it. And let's just go over to, all right, now we're at CNN. And of course, I'm going to probably guess that their version is a bit different. Let's see. CNN has parted ways with the longtime host Don Lemon. The announcement Monday came without explanation and astonished the media industry. Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over the past 17 years. This was coming from the CEO in a memo to the staff. We wish him well and will be cheering him on in his future endeavors. Let's see. So, yeah, he basically did not agree with that. So I'm going to cut that off there. I did have this in a different format, but I see now that I did not cut out some ads, so this will just be probably me, and I'll put some text in there as well. So, all right, thanks. All right, welcome back, everyone. I just wanted to do that little commentary on Don Lemon since I didn't really have the information correctly done. And yeah, it just seems kind of odd that these two events happened on the same day. But back to Tucker Carlson, I'm wondering who will replace him. I mean, we go back to the days of Bill O'Reilly, who was just a complete creep. He had anger management problems, arrogant, and obviously a sexual predator. Tucker, I mean, I think he has almost all those same traits, other than I don't believe I've seen Tucker be anything as far as a sexual predator, but then again, there's another lawsuit against Fox that does indicate that he, wow, what a surprise, a frat boy like that, being having some kind of issues with sexual misconduct of some sort. So we'll see what happens, but who's waiting in the wings to take over? You have Matt Walsh, of course, the poor man's Tucker Carlson, and he's such a sniveling little creep. Maybe he will, hopefully, I'm sure he's groveling right now, just like...
Gollum.
What?
Smeagol.
Yes, that's perfect. Oh, yes, my precious. It's my precious. He's Gollum all the way around. So maybe we'll have him stepping up, and I don't think they'd let him, though, because, as much as I dislike Tucker, Matt Walsh is just a moron. So I don't think that's going to happen. Laura
blah,
Ingraham,
blah,
or
blame,
as
blah,
I've said,
blame.
from what they say, it's Ingraham, That is what is the correct pronunciation, but whatever. I don't believe they would allow a woman to excel to that level at Fox. I'd be surprised. Sean Hannity, kind of, I think the bus has already left the station there, but you never know. Or maybe they're looking for some new talent in that department. Talent, yeah. They're looking for some new face that they can just start fresh with and start the lies all over again. I'm going to leave it at that. I have things I've got to get to, and I want to edit this, but yeah, I think unless the second lawsuit and then the prior lawsuits really devastate Fox to the point where they become, just maybe even are put out, I would say that until when and if that happens, that, yeah, they're probably just going to find someone else to replace Tucker. But who could replace a guy like that? I mean, sorry, I'm drifting again. I didn't want to go back to being sad. So with that, be kind to everyone whenever you can, which is almost all the time. And be kind to animals always. We are their voice, and we are here to protect them. Everyone have a great evening, and peace.
Oh, hello there. I snuck back in here, I don't get a chance to have much work. I'm usually very, very employed around Halloween, but other than that, I just really hang around in the darkness somewhere.
But
Oh, hold on. No, you're going to suffer for a long time. Anyway, I heard there's a news opening at Fox News. Maybe I could be the new Tucker Carlson because, I have just about as much experience and I'm just about as believable as that jackass. But somehow I don't think that they'll hire me. I mean, I don't think I fall into the right standards for them. So,
Be gone from here, you foul creature.
who is that talking?
Someone you don't wish to anger.
Oh, really? You're going to get rid of me?
Be gone, I command you.
Oh!
all right, so what are we going to do for the after credits today? I just had to grab something to eat, so we'll figure something out, something funny.
I just rid this place of some foul creature while you were feeding your face.
Okay, all right, listen. I get it that you're some disembodied voice that I coexist and interact with, but what now?
I just cast out a demonic apparition.
There was a demonic presence in here while I left, and you dispelled it.
That sums it up, yes.
Okay, all right.
I heard that.
Yes, I know you heard me. I don't know anything about it, but at any rate, I guess we'll just leave it at that for today. On such a good day, I don't even need to really say much else. Peace.